it to the condo now. My single goal for the day is to finish off the fireplace 100%. Just have a few more ledgers to place, gotta prop those up, make sure they're gonna be nice and sturdy, and then I can work on the facade, cutting tile and positioning that nice and neatly, making sure that's beautiful as well. Arriving to the condo, I jumped straight into work with cutting these ledgers. This wet tile saw only cost about $90. I've used it several times now. I did replace the blade once, which is about a $40 blade that you absolutely have to have. But this is not an overly expensive piece of equipment. If I was doing this every weekend, I would probably do an upgrade. But in this situation, for the work I'm doing, going with a lower end saw is pretty reasonable in my opinion. So I went outside and made a few cuts. I should be able to make pretty quick progress here now. This is going to be a good prop for this here, and then the rest should be able to hold the weight. I have to give the mortar time to dry so I can remove that board propping up that center piece. So in the meantime, I've shifted my attention back into the kitchen. I've purchased all new medium length screws for the electrical outlets. The faceplates themselves were swapped out about 2 years ago. They still looked clean and nice, so I'm going to be reusing those. Jumping back to the fireplace, I wanted to see what sort of pattern I could do with this base here. I had a few different options. I didn't want to make a boatload of cuts, but I wanted it to look nice too. I think I chose the best option, but at the end of the day, it's just personal preference. I am happy to report I did make the progress I wanted to. The fireplace is 99% complete. All I have to do now is add a couple trim pieces on the bottom here, one around the border, and then another where the fireplace meets the facade. I think it came out really good. There's a couple spots that have a larger gap than I wanted them to. I was able to do some adjustments, a little bit of filler. I think it came out really nice. And with this fireplace here, I may have to do some resealing. I'm letting all the sealer dry now, and then I'll decide if it needs any sort of touch-ups or not. All right, time to get out of here. Hour and a half drive, and then we'll be home, guys.